basically we did impersonation videos. We could tell they were popular, and then we stopped.
Yeah.
Like, hold.
We're Threezus, there's three of us. We're weird as fuck and that's our deal. This could go anywhere, so buckle up and Threezus take the wheel.
Aloha, friends.
Oh, aloha, sir.
It's your boy Mason
Luau.
wearing
Luau.
a Hawaiian shirt.
Mahalo.
Yeah.
I basically never wear Hawaiian shirts, but I do today.
Yes.
Because why? I was digging around in my closet, but also because we've been going around out in the pool recently. We've been drinking pina coladas because we're on a mini vacation over here in quarantine land.
Yeah.
And I was feeling
the best
festive.
of what we have.
Yeah, I was feeling festive, so I just put on a big old Hawaiian shirt. It is like
I'm about it.
Yeah,
I wore a
sizes too
black
big.
shirt because I have like 14 of these black shirts. So if you're like, oh, he's wearing the same shirt, it's probably because
probably a different one,
Yeah,
actually,
it's actually a different. This is my favorite of the 14 black shirts that I have. No, dude, they're all the same.
Well, no, I just thought like you made it sound so convincing, like there was like something special.
You're very
about it. Like, it had a
earnest, I will
special, a
say.
special stain on it, or like a
Special stain.
I don't know.
That's what makes
no
Danny.
comment.
That's
No
what makes Danny like his
comment.
clothing.
Well, the one that I wore in the last podcast or whatever. I wore the cutoff shirt, the beige one. It has just like a bleach stain near the.
And
the
you
hood.
like that?
No, I'm sad about it because my mom got it for me, and she's gonna be really sad when she finds out that there's a bleach stain on
Mom.
it. Sorry, mom. It's also
Sorry, Mom.
yeah. Anyway,
So Danny, I know we did the,
I wanted to force you to tell a story, Mason.
That's right. That's what you were alluding to earlier.
This is a story that happened. So the reason why I found this noteworthy, this was during a business meeting that we were having with our podcast. Homies,
podcast
what do we
daddies.
say?
Yeah,
Notorious
so-
LLC.
Yeah. So Mason, I want you to tell the story where what?
Oh, I wanted to tell you the story where you said butt too full. Oh no, butt too empty. Damn it! I want to tell you that. Yeah.
I'm an optimist. You see.
Yeah. So the phrase "butt too empty" I'm sure rings a bell.
All right. Yeah, I know what
give
story
context.
this is.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
So this is the story where I once asked a meeting room full of business people if their butt was too empty.
Okay.
So basically, we were on a conference call meeting with our marketing team and our
podcast daddies.
our podcast daddies.
Yeah.
And mommies.
Oh, sorry, yes.
Uh,
our podcast parents.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I wonder why I felt so much grosser using mommies as like a
Because you're like a little baby.
I guess I really infantilized myself. Anyway,
Anyway.
so we were in a room talking to our mommies and daddies. Shout out. You know who you are.
You know who you are. Yeah, we tell you every time we see you.
Oh, gosh.
And I don't know why. I must have been tired or loopy or something because I feel like I was reasonably professional for most of the phone call.
Yeah, I think you were.
And
Yeah,
then
I mean, they also pride. Like, I think they enjoy how we can just inject jokes
Off
into
the cuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Mason took it a little further.
too far, one would say.
Yeah.
So basically, we were talking about pitching advertising to like potential companies or whatever, something that marketing people do. I'm not good at this. Anyway, and they were like talking about like ways we can demonstrate that our sense of humor is like compatible with their products or something. And they were like mentioning all kinds of products. Like,
Yeah.
you know, at first it was like
lot.
Postmates. It's like, yeah, dude, I can talk funnily about how I like to order food or whatever.
Yeah.
And then later they were like on a separate tangent. They were like, I mean, we talk to all kinds of brands depending
Yeah.
on if you're comfortable with it. Like we talk to CBD. We even talk to like sex toy
Yeah,
companies
Adam
if
and
you
Eve,
want.
yeah.
And then I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. I just shouted, "Butt too empty,"
In silence.
as like the joke pitch for how I would
For a butt plug.
incorporate
Yeah.
a butt plug promo, which we don't have.
I
and
think
there's
they
no
should change
promo code.
whatever slogan they have to that.
To-
Yeah,
butt too empty?
And,
Yeah.
what made it so bad was
With the got milk font.
Yeah.
What made it so bad was the fact that I said it. But what made it even worse was the absolute deafening silence of everyone in the call.
Yeah.
There was like nothing, and then people just talked about something else.
Then
Right
they just
away.
change the
Including
subject.
myself, I definitely because so Daniel and Mason were on the same like in the same room.
We're in the
for
same
this,
room,
and
yeah.
I was at my apartment, and I could tell that Mason had said something funny because he and Daniel like shat themselves.
But then I thought no one found it funny.
yeah, which is why it was hilarious. Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
double
And
glad.
that's the one made it more funny to me.
Is that I took a huge risk
and you
Yeah.
for no
completely
reason, and it
bombed.
bombed. us. Yeah.
Well, so what ended up actually happening, and we talked about this after, because I guess like we all stayed in the meeting after all of the business
Yeah.
people left. We just all hung out
And
there.
I literally was like, Okay, guys, now that they're all gone.
And
Did you hear when I shouted "butt too empty" as like a joke pitch for a butt plug?
Yeah.
And then did you hear that or did you not?
Yeah, no, and then I told them like we couldn't hear it because someone was talking over it. Because in the Zoom or whatever we were, it might not have been Zoom. I think it was Google Hangouts. Because they do, and they had not heard it because someone was talking and it kind of removed all of your audio.
That makes me so
otherwise,
glad.
Otherwise,
for 2 reasons.
everyone would have. So yeah, on Google Hangouts they just have it though where it usually interrupts the person talking if someone else is talking, or if you talk at the same time, it'll only prioritize one person.
Yes,
Luckily,
yes,
that wasn't butt too empty.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. So I did.
Sadly, it wasn't butt too empty.
Very happy.
No. Here's the thing. I actually thought I think that they have a good sense of humor, and I think they would have enjoyed that.
I would think if they have the good sense of humor, they wouldn't have liked it.
Okay, well, I'm sorry.
I'm
Yeah.
kidding. I think it's probably from the YouTube comment that we shouted out at the beginning of the episode that's making me think of this. But it kind of made me think about how we for a long time didn't do impersonation videos, even though like commenters on YouTube, for example,
They were thirsty for it.
constantly every time Danny would upload a video, like several of the comments would be
Make more
impersonation videos, but we didn't like do that, right? Like
No.
You guys are just like, nah.
Well,
we were.
Yeah, weirdly enough. Well, okay, so back in the day when we started this, it was 2014. Was when we made our first one. I think it was like April 2014.
Yeah,
and we didn't know if it was gonna do well or not because it seemed like such a far-fetched concept.
At no point did we think it would be big either, so we weren't making plans to like.
Yeah, I think it was just at that time I had been doing the YouTube channel solo, and I had really just been like just doing covers kind of normally, and it wasn't getting anywhere. I think I was probably at like 6,000 subscribers, which for some people that's great, but for actual full-time YouTuber that's not possible.
Yeah,
and I didn't feel like anything was working because nothing was really that unique. But then I knew Mason obviously did a bunch of impersonations because you do them all the time in a cappella rehearsal.
Yeah, and like stupid party situations.
Yeah,
it's fun
yeah.
to just talk like an idiot.
Yeah, and we had the idea of like, okay, well, I'm like not particularly well versed in any of this, but I know that I can do a mean Consuela, and that was about it at the time. I was like, yeah, dude, I can do Consuela. Let's just make a video.
Yeah.
So we did Wiggle, which was our first video, and then I think we did Fancy like a month later because we were like
promptly.
Yeah, we were like, whoa, because Wiggle got on like Reddit and stuff, and people were like, this is good.
Yeah.
But then after Fancy, I think it took like a really long time
like
for
a
us
year.
Yeah.
Like a straight up year.
Because then we did Black Widow, I think was the next one.
Basically, we did impersonation videos. We could tell they were popular, and then we stopped.
Yeah.
Like cold. Really, really hard.
The biggest problem, I think, was that, one, we were still in college, so I felt like there were just plenty of
So
other
don't
things.
go to school.
Well, yeah, that's what...
Actually, interestingly, I did have some people in my life suggest that, like, I should switch my entire life priorities to just making impersonation cover type things effective immediately.
That sounds very eggs in one basket.
Including like that would include dropping out of college, to be clear.
Wow.
Yeah,
I thought that was, I mean, I still think that was crazy. But at the time I thought that was even more crazy because if you think about it from my perspective, I've made 2 YouTube videos that took one night each to make. And for the last 3 years I've been like doing, I mean, for the last 18 years I'd been doing school only. So like the idea that I would just quit after investing this much in my education felt ridiculous, and it still does. Like I'm glad I did not do that.
I mean, at the very best, it'd make a really good story if you succeeded.
Yeah.
Like, what are the chances that?
Yeah.
Right. I think. So at the time too, we didn't do it full time at all. The idea of creating a YouTube channel and doing it full time was ridiculous. I think at that time we hadn't even gotten paid for YouTube at all either.
Right. So
the most I'd ever made was like $20 in a month.
Yeah. So
that was a crazy month.
I know. Yeah, that was a crazy.
Neither of us were shooting for that goal directly.
Yeah. I think personally the reason why I had a hard time really thinking that we could do the impersonation covers very frequently was because I wasn't very secure in my own ability to work on and come up with new impersonations that I could do. I was just very much like this seems like the kind of concept where I would really have to like I don't know, like I'd really have to put a lot into it for us to do it again. And also you got to find the perfect song, which is a genuine thing. Like you have to find the right song to do.
And accent work and impersonation, like voice actory type stuff, was never really on your radar as something you ever intended to do.
I didn't want to be known as that, especially because like I didn't feel like I was particularly good at it.
You never wanted to go on national TV and be branded as a celebrity
impersonator. Yeah, no, that was my worst nightmare. God,
that would be horrible.
Yeah.
Could you imagine?
That's not a reality I would want to live.
Nice. So it was. I mean, it was also. I think that we were experiencing life changes shortly after all of that. I had graduated from college. Mason was still there, so there was a little bit of a locational difference.
I'm younger than Danny. I wasn't held back.
Yeah. It was, we were a year apart. So I when I left, I think there was like a year and a half before you graduated.
Yeah. Danny also graduated from college quickly.
Yes.
Like three years and change.
Yeah, 3 years and 3 months essentially.
Yeah.
And so at that point I was like, and then I started working a full-time job. I had a full-time girlfriend.
Full-time.
As opposed to a part-time girlfriend.
Or
a seasonal girlfriend.
I had a...
I'm getting checks from the government because I'm between girlfriends.
Or I have an independent girlfriend contractor.
So like basically the short answer is that we were still doing very significant and very time-consuming things in our lives.
Yeah.
And now as an adult, it feels kind of ridiculous to look at big numbers in a trend and ignore them.
Yeah, and be like, no, thank you.
But when you're younger and you are very busy and preoccupied with your life and school and stuff, it's just hard to imagine that you're supposed to make time for it.
Yeah, and I'm sure I was pretty spoiled back then, but I didn't really have to worry about my finances at all. So like,
because you weren't an adult yet.
Yeah. My parents were still covering roughly everything, and but yeah, I think also just for me internally there was like a.
I'd rather be known for something else.
Yeah, I'd rather be known for something else, especially because I feel like I'm just better at other things. But then, I guess we kind of got to the point where I actually started enjoying making the videos. Not that they were enjoyable at first, and then
they're
after
more
a
fun
while,
to make now than they were.
Yeah. I was just a little nervous for a while because I was like, I don't know,
get the flow going.
I was like, are people gonna notice that like I'm probably less adept at this than Mason is on the whole?
I mean, I think the bigger problem for both of us is it was more that like it's not like we'd been dreaming of this concept from the dawn of time. It's weird to make like a random ass idea you farted out of your brain on like a Friday night.
Yeah.
Like it's weird to take that and be like, this is the centerpiece of my life.
Like,
and so
definitely
like it just felt crazy. It still is crazy.
I mean,
we're used to it now.
What's your
to be fair,
interpretation,
like I don't think it's healthy for anybody to like think of something and then being like, this is what my whole life is gonna be around. You know?
And also Danny, more so than I at the time, firmly had aspirations of like being a musician and a like internet personality, but not necessarily someone that's pigeonholed to one thing.
Like that was your side hustle.
Yeah,
Right.
I never wanted to walk around and have somebody be like, "Oh, you're that impersonation guy. Do this right now." Also, because I think I'd be like, "No, I can't." But I don't know. I don't know.
I can impersonate a chump.
But yeah, I mean, I think it's never been something I want to be known for. I still aspire to not necessarily greater things, because I think that it's obviously pretty cool that we came up with a concept that was entirely unique and something that I guess was in demand because people liked it. But I strive for different things, and that's why I think for a while it took us a while to really realize like, oh, maybe we should still do these a lot though, and try and also continue with everything else.
I think in summary, it's safe to say that we are grateful and happy, and nowadays very much enjoy making these. But at the same time, I do think it's fair to also say like it was never and still isn't like the ultimate trajectory of our lives. So that's why we're
not peaking at impersonations.
And you guys like want to do other things like watch movies, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, like watch movies.
I was wondering.
I was going to say maybe even make movies in my future, but this one's about watching movies. And I have a question for you guys.
Okay, what's up, Mason?
Well, actually, I realized I can't just seamlessly.
Yeah, you can't just seamlessly.
This is a game that me and a few.
Wait, were you just gonna start?
I was about to just start, and that would have been terrible. So, guys, I used to play a game that I want us to try on this podcast, and it's pretty silly, but I think everyone will get it after we've done it.
I'm
for a
so
couple
excited.
rounds.
Yeah.
So this is a game called That Movie Where.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So and the way it works is I ask you, have you guys seen that movie where? And then I describe not the plot of an actual movie, but the goal is to get you to think of a movie title that sounds like a real one and guess
Right.
the movie I'm trying to get you to guess. Does that make sense?
Okay.
So an example that we can use as a placeholder is, have you guys seen that movie where that lady in the neighborhood spies on her neighbor's husband? And then if you knew what movie I'm trying to get you to guess, you would say something like, oh, yeah, I have seen Spider-Man.
She spied her man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Spider-Man. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, or you can say like, no, I actually haven't seen Spider-Man. You know?
Yeah.
So that's an example one. I'd like to give you another one now.
Okay, I want a real one.
Have you guys seen that movie that takes place in someone's lard-filled, misspelled lair?
Lard-filled.
It's full of
Misspelled lair.
It's full of lard, and it's a misspelled lair. Have you guys seen that movie?
I haven't seen My Big Fat Greek Wedding.
Big fat liar.
Yeah, pig fat liar.
Oh, pig fat liar.
Lard-filled, misspelled
Lair,
lair.
liar.
So that would be a pig fat liar.
Yeah.
I got one. Have you guys seen that one where it's just like a whole bunch of like stones together?
Just stones together.
That's it.
Yeah, it's just like
No, I haven't seen Rocky.
yeah.
It's just Rocky.
Yeah, I haven't seen Rocky.
Oh, okay. Bunch of group of stones.
Oh
Okay,
my
yeah.
God. Guys, have you seen that movie where Bill Burr is the man?
Birdman. No, I haven't seen Birdman.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen
Sorry,
Birdman.
sorry. I'm so bad at this part of it.
I
yeah.
have not seen Burr the man.
Bird.
Birdman. Oh, that's funny.
My
Okay,
bad.
okay, what about what about the one where there's a guy that he has like a bad stutter and he tries to freshen his breath?
Wait. I'm trying to.
I haven't seen Memento.
Oh wow!
I haven't seen Memento, but that's good. That's good.
Nice.
Danny, do you have one?
Mementos. I do. Yes, this one might be a little tough.
That's okay.
Don't look at my screen.
I'm not.
Okay, wait. Where did it go? Uh-oh.
Do you guys like this game? I think it's really fun.
Yeah.
I think it's funny.
Okay. Have you guys seen that movie where the Southeast Asian man grows up in Mississippi working an outdoor blue-collar job for years?
okay. One more time.
Okay.
Southeast
Southeast Asian man grows up in Mississippi working an outdoor blue-collar job for years.
Okay.
Basically, like
Thai is one of the words.
Thai.
He lives in Mississippi.
Yes, and working an outdoor job, so therefore he would get
Tan. Tan.
Titanic.
a
Oh.
Titanic.
Yeah. No, I haven't seen Titanic.
Yeah, Titanic.
I thought that one was good,
That's
but
good.
yeah.
Yeah,
Also,
good
when I
one.
just like said it out loud, I was like, "Yeah, this is."
Oh my God, guys,
Yeah.
this movie's so good. Have you
Okay.
guys seen that movie where that professional social media website loses its D?
Oh,
Have you seen it?
Linky?
Have you seen
Lincoln?
that?
Oh,
Lincoln.
Oh, yeah, I've seen Lincoln.
Daniel
Yeah,
Day-Lewis, yeah, Lincoln. Yeah.
Lincoln. Oh, damn it.
I haven't
okay,
seen that one, but I heard it was good.
Professional
good.
social media. Yeah, that's really good.
There's one. I can't remember the name, but it's just like this person with like a bunch of friends doing adventures. It's like his friends' name are like Groundy, Ceilingy, and then I don't remember what his name is.
Is this Rocky again? No, I'm just kidding.
It's a movie where they go on adventures,
Yeah,
and it's
but it's really like I think the name of the movie.
I haven't seen Wall-E.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Groundy and Ceiling.
Oh my God, have you guys seen? Oh God! All right, have you guys seen that Best Picture winning movie where it's just a source of luminosity for cows? Have you guys seen that one? It's really good.
Sun.
Moonlight.
Moonlight.
Oh,
You guys haven't seen Moonlight?
Damn
man.
it. Okay.
Have you guys seen that movie?
Okay.
Have you guys seen that movie where a bunch of a guy's body hair ends up on the beach?
Um,
I don't think you guys are gonna.
Shaving Private Ryan?
No, but that's a good one. That's a good one.
Okay,
That is really
It
good.
is a really good one.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Except it has nothing to do with it.
It's a bunch of a guy's body hair just ends up on the beach.
Yeah, alopecia.
Yeah. Are you telling me that you guys haven't seen Man's Chest Hair by the Sea?
Oh my
Manchester by the
god!
Sea.
Oh my god!
No.
I would not have gotten
Man's
it.
Chest
You know
Hair by
what?
the
Okay,
Sea.
how about this?
Damn,
though?
that's tough.
How about this? Speaking of, wait, no, I'm not gonna do that. You know, okay, there was this really good movie, and it's literally just a guy that's really good at doing cocaine.
Really good at doing cocaine.
Yeah, you might even say he's like royalty at
Oh my
doing like cocaine.
Oh, King Kong, King Coke.
no,
Okay.
Royalty at doing cocaine.
yeah, you can
I
just
love The Lion King.
yeah.
Oh, the Lion King.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep playing games like that, and we're gonna keep dialing them in so they're a little easier to play.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening as always, and we'll see you next week.
See you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I love you.